We go around saving lives while ruining them at the same time.
As you know, in Part 1 of Season 2, the Viltrumites attacked the planet Thraxa, killing many of its people and causing widespread destruction. Mark feels guilty, even though he's a superhero who is supposed to save lives, because he feels like he failed in this case. If Omni-Man and Invincible hadn't been on the planet in the first place, the Viltrumites might not have tracked them to Thraxa. Even though Omni-Man and Invincible did their best, lives were still lost.
Behold! Omnipotence! Tremble before my unlimited power! No.
This scene shows a group of heroes preparing to fight Omnipotence. You might wonder why so many heroes are necessary. The reason is that Omnipotence is one of the most powerful villains in Invincible, and even the strongest characters, like Invincible himself, would struggle to beat him in a direct battle. Because of this, the other heroes must join together to face the threat. This is why we see a large group of heroes preparing to fight Omnipotence in this scene. While I appreciate that the show is a bit different from the comics, I feel that some key characters, such as Tech Jacket and Brit, have been left out. I understand that these changes may have been made for narrative reasons, but I feel that these characters are an important part of the story and should have been included.
We got a ship full of those Sequid things coming in hot. If they get their tentacles on Earth, they'll be pulling our strings forever.
In Season 1, Episode 4, Invincible follows the astronauts to Mars with the mission of protecting them if anything goes wrong. But something does go wrong. The astronauts were captured by the Martians. The Sequids would have used the astronauts as hosts if they had the opportunity, but since the Martians captured them first, the Sequids were unable to take control. At least that's what they believed. Unfortunately, one of the astronauts was taken as a host, but they didn't know because one of the Martians morphed into the astronaut and followed them to Earth so they wouldn't suspect anything. But they underestimated the Sequids. Once they found a host, they became more powerful and capable of taking over an entire planet. Since they can't take over Invincible's body, he would be asked to go with other heroes to stop the Sequids before they get to Earth.
A mere moment on Earth turn you into a weak, sentimental traitor. Answer me!
In Thraxa, Omni-Man was captured and imprisoned by the Viltrumites for failing to take over Earth. General Craig's comment about mere moments refers to the fact that Omni-Man's time on Earth was very short compared to the long lifespan of a Viltrumite. Craig was disappointed that Omni-Man had become weak and lost because of his time on Earth. Omni-Man's loyalty to his family had turned him into a traitor in the eyes of the Viltrumites.
Occasion for such a fine suit.
I'm visiting an old friend. It is good to be home.
In the first part of Season 2, we saw Invincible ruin Angstrom Levy's plan, which had a profound impact on Levy. Now he's making his first appearance since then, and it's clear that he's seeking revenge.
Die fast, assholes! My pizza's getting cold.
As I mentioned before, Invincible went to space with other heroes to stop the Sequids. While he was away, the Lizard League took advantage of the situation to take over a nuclear missile silo. Rex, Duplicate, and Shrinking Ray were left behind to stop the Lizard League.
I guess we're all fucked.
You might be wondering why Rex, Duplicate, and Shrinking Ray didn't join the other heroes in space. Well, some heroes must remain behind in case of any threat, but the main reason is that they are especially vulnerable to being taken over by the Sequids. There's a scene that shows someone dressed like a Viltrumite fighting Invincible. Given that Invincible was tasked with taking over Earth in Omni-Man's place, Anissa came to check on his progress, which obviously didn't go well and resulted in a battle between them, as well as with a giant monster. The most surprising part of the trailer is the last scene, which features an alternate version of Invincible, popularly known as Sinister Mark or Cannibal Mark. Many fans think that Invincible War events will be in the second part of the show, but I doubt this is the case. A lot of events are already happening, and I don't think they can fit the Invincible War and the rest of the content into only 4 episodes. I'm not sure why the trailer features an alternate version of Invincible, but it might be a setup for Season 3, which has been confirmed. I believe his appearance is merely an introduction to the Invincible War arc, unless the show wants to take a different path. I doubt that's the case, though. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel.